Now, I may be a Mopar guy, but it doesn't mean I can't appreciate some other makes and models. In particular, this Lincoln Continental right here. This is one of the coolest customs here at SEMA 2007. I'm with Adam. He's the man at MobSteel. Dude, these cars are so cool, man. How do you do this?
Well, a lot of man hours, a good crew, and, some good ideas, I guess.
Well, is this a 68?
Yeah, this is a 68.
Now, do you guys do other years than just 68? Or
yeah, we do primarily 61s through 69s.
But only Lincoln Continentals?
Yeah, only Lincoln Continentals, only in black.
And they're kind of hard to track down these days. How do you find your donor cars?
Well, whenever we have spare cash, we pick them up, man.
You're trolling eBay and Hemmings every day looking for the cars?
Yeah, at first it was real tough. We had we would be searching every day. And now, because the website's getting more popular, word of mouth has been just amazing.
And what is that website?
MobSteel.com, MobSteel.com.
How long have you guys been in business?
4 years.
Nice, and you guys are just exploding. I mean, obviously, just looking at this car, I want one.
Yeah, we'd like to get you one.
Well, maybe we can work something out after we finish this bit. But take us through the process, man. You start with the stock Continental, and what do you do to it?
Well, basically what we do is we bring the car in the shop. We'll tear the car completely down to the hulk, and then go through a design concept because each car is a little different. Initially, we didn't do full builds, but now all of our cars are complete. We take it down to the hulk, and then we basically do all new drivetrain. We fabricate all of our own suspension in-house, that we have products. We've basically developed and engineered a lot of products for the Continentals because nothing existed for them. So we have to make our own body panels, make our own suspension. We do our own disc brake conversion kits. And then, like on this car in particular, it had a lot of sheet metal work to it. We actually raised the belt line of the car. We deleted a lot of the trim, cut and tucked a lot of the bumpers, machined new bezels, machined new emblems, did the triangulated four-link suspension system, put the giant 514 in at 650 horse. We want to do something a little bit radical.
Now that is very radical, but you guys are customer friendly. If they don't want the 514 in there, you put something else in there for them?
Yeah, this is not really like us. Most of our cars are street cars. As a matter of fact, some of our customers drive them every day. So that's really our mentality when we build a car. And this one, we started out that way too. We bedlinered the bottom of this. I mean, it was set up for the street, and then we went astray right in that area. I don't know what happened, but
under the hood, that's usually where car guys get into trouble. They just want more and more and more.
Yeah, we got into some kind of dyno challenge with each other and kept upping the ante, and I don't know what happened. So unless you have a gas station every 15 feet or so, I don't know if you drive this, but we may detune it a little bit and get it out there in the street. We'll see.
Well, it looks fantastic, and so we've talked about the engine compartment, we've talked about the exterior of the car, but you guys have also done some amazing stuff on the inside of the car. Tell us about that.
Well, a lot of the factory components in the cars are plagued with problems. Again, Lincolns are like just a disaster electrically. They were always kind of like an experimental car. They changed every year. So we basically developed all new harness system. We cleaned everything up, got rid of all the old, the floating speedometers and everything, and shaved everything out. Went with all new stuff. We got all the new HVAC components in there, streamlined controls, all touchscreen panel controls everything. You get in, you slide your iPod into a receiver, it disappears in the dash.
Well, that's one of the coolest things that I saw in the interior of the car. You actually went with the iPod Nano because it's the exact width of the stock slate in the grille.
Yeah, we actually mic'd out when we got the car in. We mic'd out the gap in the slots in the factory grille. And he had the measurement. He took a pair of digital calipers and took off for Best Buy. I'm like, dude, let's see. If that Nano fits, buy it, bring it back, because we're going to make a little pocket behind there and slide it right in. Because the car itself is like, it's very everything's very, it's very menacing and, dark. And we wanted the interior like that too. I wanted the interior to be like, well, where's the radio at? Where's this at? So everything's kind of hidden. If you don't know where that iPod goes, you won't find it.
And you won't know that the stereo, for instance, in the glove box. I also like what you guys did where the clock used to be, deleted that, and a teeny tiny monitor takes its place.
Yep. Yeah, we did the monitor, so we don't like to, we don't go really overboard on stereo stuff on this vehicle. We want to keep it clean, so we did the tiny little monitor instead of the clock, so whoever the passenger is storing the DVD for, I don't know if there'll be kids in the back, but whatever. There's some TVs in the back.
They'll be the coolest kids in town if they are rolling around in this thing, because this thing is really, really badass. Now, of course, it's not slammed down on the ground for no reason. You got the suspension system in here as well, right?
Yeah. We actually had to come up with our own solution for that because nobody had any products for it. And, cutting and lowering stuff and traditional bag systems, the cars are very heavy. So we actually went through some, trials and tribulations, and we came up with a 4-link system. We came up with a control arm setup. And actually, Air Ride offers a control arm setup, but we do 2 versions. We can use theirs or we build our own. And we get the cars to sit down all on stock wheel wells because we don't want to start chopping up the car too much. It takes away from the integrity. It's a unibody. So we came up with this full system, and it's something that we have fixtures for and we fabricate for each year of the car. And we've got some now in the shop, 64 drops. You can stand in and out of them and not know the difference. I mean, they lay right down in the gas tank and everything. And that's all stock wheel wells, 22-inch wheels, staggered offset, everything fits.
So you guys have managed to keep a lot of it stock, although this is a completely customized car. And you mentioned menacing. This car is definitely menacing looking, and the last menacing touch you put on it was the limo tint on the windshield. So when you're looking at this car, it is as black can be, and it's so rad, man. I love this thing.
I appreciate it. That was a little touch. That was kind of just for shows. But we've had a customer that we've driven one of their vehicles. That's all limo, big 650 pickup. I had to drive it home from the city, and we were having a good time. And I got caught in the rain with it. It was a nightmare. So I don't
going about 5 miles an hour.
I don't advise it. But we'll take it off before it goes out, out to be played with. So.
All right, Adam. Well, thanks for showing us the Lincoln. And if you're not a Lincoln Continental fan, you will be after watching this segment. This thing is bad to the bone. Check out MobSteel.com. Talk to Adam if you want him to build you one of these things. He can make you a deal.
This is Adam from MobSteel coming at you from SEMA. We're with Hub Garage. We're deep in this whip game, so check it out.